Learn the truth about the lockdowns. Will the energy crisis be the next excuse for authoritarian emergency measures? During the pandemic, people were terrorized into submitting to draconian stay at home orders and unethical vaccine mandates, or else face fines or outright imprisonment. These measures seemed to come straight from a totalitarian playbook rather than from the free constitutional order we have been accustomed to in the West for generations. COVID lockdowns may be over, at least for now, but they have established an incredibly dangerous precedent. Some version of the lockdown playbook may well be invoked to legitimize further power grabs in response to an increasingly urgent set of emerging crises, including 1. A threat to our energy supplies, 2. A threat to our food supplies, 3. A massive backlog in our health services, 4. A looming economic recession. These emerging crises offer governments convenient excuses for invoking emergency powers and pushing for enhanced digital surveillance and censorship, as well as more far-reaching controls over citizens' property and economic activity, just as we saw during the pandemic. Having seen with my own eyes how quickly our liberties can unravel under the pressure of fear-mongering and censorship, I now understand, better than ever before, the importance of self-awareness and clarity of vision for those who wish to preserve a free way of life for us all. I've studied freedom, political order, and citizenship for over 20 years. I have published extensively on these topics in academic outlets and popular media such as the Irish Times. However, I have never confronted a political and constitutional crisis of this magnitude. Never before have I seen political elites show such contempt for human freedom. This has convinced me to speak out against the political abuses of the pandemic, even when I knew I might be censored or demonized for doing so, which I was, repeatedly. But I will not be silenced, nor should you. In a free society, people can move around freely without being asked for proof of vaccination. Citizens are trusted as informed adults rather than being treated as children. Issues of public import can be debated openly and freely. And citizens do not live in constant fear of being cancelled for having the wrong political, religious, or scientific opinions. Our media and political elites have relentlessly trashed the values of a free society, while those who stand up for them have been unfairly singled out as conspiracy theorists and cranks. The only way this can change is if people educate and inform themselves about what it means to live in a free society. We urgently need to rediscover our basic rights and liberties before authoritarianism takes hold definitively in the West.